Hello everyone, and today we have received an unusual Bluetooth speaker from the company Divoom. Namely, the model is called DitooMic. The whole thing is delivered in such a beautiful package, inside which there is a protective plastic case with a transparent door, where you can see the speaker itself with a screen and a microphone, made in the style of a personal computer from the past, and it even has a keyboard. There is also a silicone handle on the plastic case, and on the backside are the functions of this Bluetooth speaker. When you open the case, in addition to the retro speaker and microphone itself, you get user manual, USB-A to USB-C, charging cable, wind protection for the microphone, several stickers with pixel art illustrations, and a warranty card. The speaker is protected by small plastic films that you can peel off, especially the one on the front where it says the retro pixel art portable speaker. One of the main appeals of the Divoom DitooMic is that it's adorable. It looks like a tiny CRT monitor with a mechanical keyboard. What's not to adore about it? I had it sitting on my desk while I used it, and it was like having a cute knick-knack on my desk that also has a function. Everyone who came into my apartment while I reviewed it picked it up and marveled at it. But it's certainly an eye-catching little speaker. On the speaker itself, as you can see, there is a small, high-quality 6-key mechanical keyboard combined with a small, stable bronze-colored lever and a 9cm 16 by 16 pixel screen. The entire object is made of high-quality glossy plastic, and the speaker is heavier than I expected. On top of the speaker is a plastic grill, behind which is hidden a single speaker with a diameter of 48mm. Accordingly, the sound is directed upwards, which is not such a bad idea for a small desktop speaker. On the backside is a slit-shaped hole for the phase inverter, which is also here. Also a little lower under the plug is a slot for a micro SD card, a power on, jot or off button, a USB-C port for charging, as well as a charging indicator light. You can turn the speaker on or off without removing the silicone pad, but by pressing directly on its center. There is a cooling grill at the bottom. Also on the bottom we see small silicone feet, brief technical information, and a QR code leading to the download page for the software for controlling the device. The speaker is controlled via a real mechanical keyboard with blue switches that click nicely when pressed. After a little digging, I found that the switches on the keys are Utemu blue switches, which are very similar to Cherry MX blue switches, a very popular mechanical key switch among keyboard enthusiasts. The keys have a solid travel of about 4.5mm. They are tactilely very pleasant. You can simply click them using the Divoom DitooMic as a desk stress reliever. A small joystick lever is responsible for playback control. Under it is a button for turning on the karaoke microphone with a built-in indicator of its operation. And it couldn't do without adjustable multicolored backlighting with several glow modes. It is there, it is beautiful and bright, it looks great in the dark. Everything as it should be. There is also a charge level indicator under the display. Let's discuss the purpose of the keys. The M button, short press, enters and exits the menu. Long press, turns the keyboard backlight on and off. The plus button, press, increases the volume. Hold, increases the monitor brightness. The backlight button, press, changes the screensaver. Hold, changes the lighting effects. The left arrow, short press, previous song. Hold, previous lighting effect. The dash button, press dash, decreases the volume. Hold dash, decreases the monitor brightness. The right arrow, short press, next track, long press, next lighting effect. The lever, short press, play, pause. Karaoke button, short press, turns karaoke mode on and off. Long press, in karaoke mode with an inserted SD card, recording to the SD card starts. In non-karaoke mode with an inserted SD card, playback of the recording starts. The microphone also has its own controls. The button on top is responsible for turning on and off, and the lever in the center is for the volume. You will sometimes have to connect a charger to the USB Type-C port on the side. That's all actually. By the way, you can use the microphone while charging. To customize the art on your speaker, you can download the Divoom app, which has a variety of sections to browse. You can either try your hand at pixel art from within your app, as you can create your own pixel art designs, animations, or scrolling text. If you're not feeling creative, you can access thousands of designs created by fans around the world. You can like them, download them, leave comments, and post your own designs if you like. I was able to find lots of designs I liked super easily, and download them to my DitooMic so I could display them. It's really impressive to see how talented some people are. There are simply a sea of options, and it will take more than 1 hour to try them all. Or for example, you can color a pixel coloring book, developing artistic thinking. And of course, you can play sound. There are just a lot of interesting things here. The Music Equalizer tab contains options for setting up a microphone. You can add reverberation to it, and also make yourself a child's or a robot's voice. And then, by clicking on the buttons at the bottom, add all sorts of backgrounds to all this. Laughter from the audience, for example. In general, an excellent set for a young and not so young stand-up comedian. And for karaoke, of course, nothing prevents you from putting a backing track under your voice. The original sound function allows you to muffle the performer's voice in a song, and when the lower background option is activated, the volume of the sounding track decreases when a signal enters the microphone. Of course, it is very far from professional quality vocal transmission here. Well, very far. But if the goal is simply to enjoy the performance process, then why not? The application also has a solid selection of internet radio stations for every taste, plus the ability to control the playback of tracks recorded on the SD card. It is stated that the built-in player supports only 3 file formats: MP3, WAV, and FLAC. However, during testing, Divoom DitooMic also played AAC, M, 4A, WMA, AIFF, and APE files without any problems. Another interesting option is recording voice messages, as an option, to one of your colleagues or household members, but most often, to yourself from the future. Separately, it is necessary to say about the mini synthesizer and sampler, which is in the application. Of course, this is far from GarageBand, but the thing is fun and interesting, capable of giving a few minutes of joy even to those familiar with more advanced DAWs. Naturally, there is an alarm clock, many alarm clocks, and also a special sleep mode. You can set a soft backlight, pleasant sounds, and go to bed. The speaker itself will slowly turn off both the sound and the light. And there is also a built-in chat which can be used by those who also have Divoom products. And a little more about all sorts of useful things. Firstly, there is a planner. Both business and children's. You can plan your child's schedule literally down to the minute. There is a calendar of events that will allow you not to miss holidays and birthdays. It's just a pity that it does not sync with Google Calendar, for example. You can set several timers, measure the surrounding noise, and also keep score in some games. Find out the weather. Modify the appearance of the clock. And you can also receive notifications about incoming messages in messengers on the speaker screen. On the Device Settings tab, you can activate brightness change by shaking, select a temperature measurement scale, change the screensaver, and so on. Many of the functions, alarms, timers, playback in SD cards, are activated without the application, using the keyboard and joystick. We enter the menu by pressing the M key, scroll through it with arrows, confirm the choice with the lever. Naturally, everything that happens is reflected on the screen, from changing the sound to various kinds of animations synchronized with the sounding melody. And there are also built-in games: Snake, Racing, Slot Machine. Retro gaming fans will also be pleased. Games, alarms, animation, counters, everything is displayed on the screen. At the same time, the resolution of 16 by 16 is sufficient for most tasks. The Divoom DitooMic comes in a variety of colors: blue, like mine, as well as green and pink. The most important issue is, of course, the sound quality, and I must admit, this is the aspect that surprised me the most. The sound is clear, of good quality. You can feel the bass, and it is quite loud if necessary. Even the low frequency range is quite distinguishable. The mids are quite well read, and the highs are also present in the right quantities. Of course, there is no need to talk about any detailing, stereo effect, etc. But the sound is, at the very least, not irritating and devoid of serious defects, which is already excellent. Everything is visible on the graph of the amplitude frequency characteristic, which was obtained by placing the measuring microphone at a distance of 50 centimeters and slightly above the speaker, approximately where the head of the listener sitting at the table is, if the Divoom DitooMic is standing on this very table. The graph of the cumulative attenuation of the spectrum, aka waterfall, clearly shows that the phase inverter really works and is tuned to a frequency of about 80 Hz, like most other portable speakers. The sound quality is definitely a big plus in terms of price-quality ratio. In short, the Divoom DitooMic isn't just a speaker. It's a canvas for creativity, karaoke power, and an everyday tool all wrapped up in one compact retro-designed package. From family karaoke nights to camping trips, from artistic expression to gently waking up with a smart alarm, the DitooMic promises an enriched experience across the board. And it's all built with quality and heartwarming attention to detail. Whether you're looking for a gift that's sure to impress or just want to up your own entertainment quotient, the Divoom DitooMic is worth every penny. And that's all from me. You can buy it using the link in the description. Thank you all for watching. Good luck to everyone. Bye everyone. Ciao.